All right. Hi, I'm your host, Toni, and this is
Kamona, the co-host.
I want you all to like, subscribe, and share. The links are below, and this is available on YouTube and all podcast platforms. So come on, make sure y'all like it, subscribe, and share it. Thanks. Hello, I'm Toni. I'm the host of the Bougie Bayou Witches podcast, and I'm going to go ahead and get started by introducing.
I'm Kamona, the co-host.
And
I'm the guest.
all right. So today we're going to be talking about enhancing and using our gifts. And that's something that we are normally born with, or we just have, and we finally tap in and we'll start getting them slowly but for surely. So I'm going to go ahead and let Mona start off with letting us know about the gifts that she has and on how she used her gifts that she gets.
So the gifts that I have, I'm a healer. I can actually heal people through Reiki. Also, I'm an intuitive reader. Yes, I use cards, but I can actually just look at somebody and just, see what's going on around them, within them, without using cards. So I'm very intuitive. I see things, and also I see a lot of things happening beforehand. Like, I can kind of predict and see like a situation before it actually, happens. So those are the gifts that I was born with. And I notice as I heal more, I'm presented with more gifts. So
Okay.
What are some of the gifts that you...
Oh, wait. Okay, so some of the gifts that I have is I'm a medium. I need to start working on it even more so it can be even stronger, but I am starting slowly but for surely to start working on my medium, being a medium. And then also I have all the clairs practically. Now, as far as seeing spirits, I don't see them, but I can see them in my dream, or if I was to close my eyes, I would get downloads and I could see them as well, especially if I'm on a psychedelic drug like shrooms. And also I do magic, so I do spell work and stuff like that. So I feel like that's a gift that some people have. And
Can you feel the spirit?
yeah,
Okay.
I thought I said that, but I don't know if I did. But yeah, I can feel them.
Okay.
And let me tell you, when they come around, I be wanting to take everything off and just strip and get butt naked, because that's how hot I get sometimes. Especially depending on certain people that come around me. If their energy is a little off or something, or they have something on them and it's really heavy, I can also feel that too. And my spirit team come rushing to try to protect me as well. So I'm trying to see any other gifts I got. I know I'm medium. I know I got the clairs.
You
And a
astral
healer.
travel?
I'm a healer too. I do heal people. That's why I make candles and oils and do spell work and stuff like that, so I can help heal people. And what else you said, Mona? I'm
You
sorry.
also astral travel.
Oh,
You
yes,
can-
yes,
yeah.
it is a gift. Yeah, I astral travel. I'm so used to it now. I mean, I've been doing it since I was a teenager, and I never even knew it until I became an adult and did some research, and I was like, oh, so that's why I was having those crazy dreams. I forgot what they call it. When you're sleeping, sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
That is a form of astral traveling. So if anyone ever has sleep paralysis, you astral travel. You basically what happens, your soul, your spirit leaves your body, and you go off to other realms and do work and stuff like that. Because I can actually remember seeing myself go off and do work with other spirits that I'm working with. We'll leave and just go do work, and next thing you know, I'll come back. But that sleep paralysis, oh Lord, that ain't no joke. Now, I did get some dream catchers to kind of cut that out. I haven't had an episode of the sleep paralysis since 2021, but I do still leave my body. Sometimes if I don't like it or care for it, something that my head taught me was to talk to your team and let them know, hey, tonight I want to sleep. I don't want to leave tonight.
You can,
leave
yeah.
your body. So
You
that's
can
what I
do that,
started
yeah.
doing, because I don't want to give the gift. I don't want to like give it completely up and not astral travel. I actually do like it, but I just had to start getting used to doing it again over and over.
So when you astral travel, do you like go to other realms, like other...
We don't be here on Earth. We be somewhere else. That's all I can remember. It's like we're helping out other people and situations and things like that.
Okay, so I was just getting, so do you, it's like, okay, I heard one reader say that she can actually go before a spiritual judge on behalf of other people. Now, I don't have that gift. That's the reason why
It's called the council.
Council. Okay. I was just like, I heard a reader say that, and I'm just like, oh, that's a beautiful gift to have, to where you can go, on behalf of somebody else and speak on their behalf. That's a beautiful gift to have.
It's beautiful. The only downside to it is waking up and feeling like you ain't never went to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
So
know,
is
sometimes
it's
work up.
overwhelming and
Yeah,
draining
it
for
drains
you?
because it's like you've been working. It's
Okay.
like I never stop working. Like I leave work, come home, rest up for a couple hours, and bam, I'm back working again. I sometimes wake up and be like, oh man, before I realized what I was doing, I'm like, damn, I felt like I was working.
Right.
It just really felt like I just got off my, shift or something.
So when you're actually going before the council, is it like because the way that the reader explained, and I know
Everybody's
is different.
different.
It's like it was a court, and you just you basically speaking on behalf of that person that you're actually traveling for, whatever the situation you may.
Or you could actually go to court for yourself to be. I've gotten to circumstances where it's like what you did. What you did, was it justifiable? And then I go to the court, and then they tell me the council, which is a court, and I'll go be with them, and then we'll talk about it, and then they're like, okay, yes, it was justifiable, or no, it wasn't, and because it wasn't, you're gonna have to do this, and this, and this to be able to make up for that.
Right.
Wow. When I heard a reader, talking about that, and I was just like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That like I said, everybody presented with different gifts, but that right there was that's beautiful.
I know, like, whenever I do astral travel, it's like I'm working. We're helping people out and stuff like that. Kind of like basically what I do here now on Earth. We work and we help people, and it's kind of like when I do recall, because sometimes I can remember things better, but it's like as soon as I wake up, if I don't hear it and write it down or whatever, boom, I lose it all.
Right.
It's like they erase it. Unless it's something important they want me to remember, then they won't erase it, but they'll erase everything else.
That's really cool.
So, yeah.
And also, do you have the gift, or anyone of y'all have the gifts to where y'all can actually communicate with the dead?
Yes.
I talk to
them. Been talking to them since I was a teenager.
I get mostly like messages for people, or if not myself.
I remember you. I remember you speaking on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now I know when I did play on the board, I would try to also communicate with my brother and stuff like that. So that was things that I tried to do when I was, younger, playing on the board, which I still do, but I don't do it like on a frequent. It'll be maybe once or twice a year. So,
yeah, his spirit stays like here. Like every time I come over here, he's always around.
Oh,
yeah.
So what about you, Ma? We didn't ask you. So what about you?
I don't know. I mean, I know what they are, but I just don't know how. I don't like putting a name on them.
No,
I
just
do a little
word
bit
it
of
how you want to word it.
I can basically. What my strongest suit that I think I would say is healing people, but healing people in different ways.
Right.
I can heal them with my hand. I can heal them by sitting in my room and they're somewhere completely in another place. I can actually like find their house and see their house. So I'm a seer.
Wow.
So you got your clairs, all your clairs.
Yes, I could tell like if your bed is on the left side, if your dresser's on the front, what color it is, where you're standing. Like I could see it all if I'm working with you. So I could do that. Obviously, practice, witchcraft. I do that, but communicate with the dead. That one was a little bit hard for me at first because I would get a lot of messages. So whenever you are in a room, especially for me, if I'm overwhelmed, because of spirits that they want to communicate with, like, let's say if Tony's brother was here and Kamona had somebody else that had passed away, and then both of the spirits are right here with me, like they would both be like, hey, you need to go ahead and give this message to Kamona. Hey, you need to give this message to Tony. Listen to me. No, me. So it could become very, very overwhelming to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to stay home. Not go out as much. I'm not a crowd person because
me neither.
So when you were given the gift to heal with your hands, what did that feel like? I'm just trying to compare. I know every experience is different, but I want to see if we kind of went through some of the similar experiences.
What did it feel like for me, body wise?
Yeah, body wise.
I felt like I was taking on their pain, like it was transferring over into my hand, and I could because. I don't know if people know.
Was yours real hot? Did your hands get really, really extremely hot?
They're always hot because I do telekinesis as well.
Okay.
So I am able to control and manipulate fire. So with
Wow.
me, I don't really feel like heat too much. I just feel like, okay, it's a little bit warm, but to other people, it's like, dang, that's real hot. Like your
Yeah.
hand is on fire. But I can, so whenever that happens, it just, I feel like they're coming into my body, like whatever it is that I'm healing from them. And then a lot of people, what they don't know is whenever you do that and you heal somebody, you stay with that. You have to be able to get rid of it whenever. It's like a chain. If I were to heal Mona right now and touch her and there's something wrong with her, and if I don't discard it, I will keep it, and it's gonna be my pain at that moment.
And that's so true.
And you have to do it right there and then. Like, don't, because then you might forget about it, and then I took something from Mona and I forgot.
Okay, and remember, like how you be telling me to disconnect myself when I do those spell works
myself
and
from
stuff.
somebody right away. As soon as I help them, I'm like, disconnect.
Because if you don't, you will feel everything that they got going on. And
so
trust me,
explain
it's
when you did, because let me tell you a situation I had. I was doing Reiki on a lady, a while back. And when she first came over, she said that she was having some chest pains. And as I was, trying to remove energy, I started feeling those chest pains.
Yep.
So when you say disconnect, meaning so as soon as she
disconnect
left,
your energy from her. Because if you don't, you're going to start feeling everything that she feels.
I felt it.
And if she
I was
start
just
feeling
like,
sick or anything like that and stuff, you will too.
You could do your Reiki, however you're doing it. And then in my head, what I like to do if it's starting to hurt me too much, while I'm still, I don't know, I'm sure you're able to do that, the multitask. You can just start saying, like, at the same time, like, spirit, if it's in my highest good, can you please disconnect me from so-and-so and disconnect her from me, so therefore I don't feel whatever she is feeling, because those feelings do not belong to me.
Okay.
They're her feelings, they're her problems, her pain, her trauma. They don't belong to me.
Yeah,
so
'cause I heard
as you're doing it, you can get rid of it at the same time, because sometimes you can't continue with the session if it's so painful.
Because it was hurting. I was just like, oh. And that was the first thing she said as she was walking through my door and I was cleansing her. She was like, oh. And it could have been, from anxiety. She was just kind of like nervous or scared or whatever she was going through. But I didn't pull no cards on her. But I know it was heavy because even as I was trying to, move the energy out of her body, it was just like stuck. Like as I got to her chest area, it got heavy for me. And I was like, what is this?
So what are some ways that y'all use your gifts?
Mine's like I just explained through Reiki. Through Reiki, and then I'll, just doing readings for people, and I'll just tell them, things that they need to do, advice that I get from spirit to relate to them. So basically, by touching, well, with Reiki, you really don't touch them, but, I place my hands over them and just really move a lot of the negative energy out their bodies. And to me, that's very powerful.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to, like I was telling you, I never astral traveled before, but that is something that, when it's time, it'll be presented to me.
It'll be presented.
But I definitely want to do that. And I also want to, be able to see. I can see people auras, but I can't see spirits. But I know when they're around.
Right.
I can feel.
Okay. What about you, Ma?
What was the question? I'm sorry. I'm hearing things.
What?
I'm hearing spirits. What was the question?
What are some ways that you use your gifts?
For me, I had to use so with me, it was a little bit different. A lot of people do it because they want to do it for a specific reason. Me, I had to go through so many, like, levels of different things that my team and the council and everybody put upon me to be able to elevate higher into my frequency. So I had to do a lot of things that were out of my comfort zone. Never charged. I had to do everything for free. I would be at Best Buy. I would be at hospitals all the time for some reason.
Hospitals probably was real overwhelming.
It was. And they would always like my spirit team will always be like, you need to go, you need to go, you need to go, you need to go. And I'm like, well, damn it, I don't want to go, but okay, I guess I'll go. But I helped a lot of people, and because of that, I feel like I'm just so blessed, and I'm able to do so much for people that I had never really thought I would be able to do. I mean, to heal somebody, to take someone's pain, physical pain, from feeling them heartbroken from a lost one, a lost
loved one.
Yeah. There you go. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of downloads right now. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I back off.
They around you.
So that, for example, what just happened right now, it happens to me all the time, where it's you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and then you start hearing things, and then I am the person that I can see spirits. I can physically see them, down to how their eyes are, how, like before they passed away. Like, okay, did your grandpa or did your father, was he a skinny man? Did he like wearing t-shirts? Was his hair combed this way? Did he wear these glasses? What's his favorite color? This, he's showing me this, he's showing me that, and I can pretty much see it all at once.
So with those gifts that you were presented to, what is your lifetime goal? What are you hoping to do with those gifts and achieve? Because those gifts will take you places. I mean, like you said, you went into the hospital, you were able to, help people out. So what in the future, what do you see?
It's not so much more of what I see, it's what I've been told that I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And so I'm just kind of, following instructions. I used to be very like, what community our society puts on us, like, okay, you need to get a job, you need to go da, da, da. But now I see it as like, okay, my purpose is more than that. I don't really care so much to have a mansion. I don't care to be super like wealthy. To me, if I'm living good, I'm comfortable with that. But my overall like journey that I'm here for is, and it might sound really dumb to people, but it is to change the world as much as I can.
That's not dumb.
That's
That's what we need.
That's what I feel like, witches
need.
are supposed to do. They're supposed to help people out. That's what we're put here to do. We're here to help them, educate them, and make them aware of, the gifts that we have and the things that we can do to help them and to get them to tap into their,
that's not dumb at all, because that's one of my overall goals is, to use my gifts to, help people heal, to help, people get out of real heartbreaking situations.
The other stuff is a bonus, the money and all of that stuff that comes with it. That's a bonus. The main thing is educating and making people aware of certain situations and things and helping heal them.
So do you think everybody is born with, the same gifts and just don't tap into it? What's your thoughts on, other people's gifts?
I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like some people are born with it, but I don't feel like everybody is. I feel like some people are born because it was probably passed down from their ancestors and stuff. And then some, it might skip over them and it might get their children. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's not going to tap in. Even though, they might have that in them, they're not going to tap in because it's not for everybody. Spirituality isn't for everybody. What we do isn't for everybody. It's for the ones that are interested in coming aboard and doing it.
And what would you recommend if somebody wants to tap into their gifts but just afraid? Because, seeing and talking to spirits, that's scary. Especially if you don't know. For you saying, talking to spirits, that's scary. I remember like when I was young, I don't know, it was so exciting to me to talk to spirits. I don't know. I guess I'm just a different individual. I was saying that's probably for you, but when I first,
excited to talk to the spirits when I started playing on the board and stuff. And I used to ask Mona, can they talk to you? They talk to me, and I can write down. Like I was a writer. On the board and they could talk, and it would go so fast for me. But like if I get on there with somebody and they probably not a real believer and stuff, it'll drag a little bit, and I'd be like, want to tell them, get your hands off here so I can play. But I just feel like certain individuals, this is their passion, this is their love, and if this is something they want to do, you'll know it. And for the ones who don't, it shows. Because some folks just get into spirituality for the wrong reasons. Like they'll get in it just to think, let me get into spirituality because I want all this money, or let me do it because I want this man in love. No, you gotta want to help and change the world.
Spirituality is not, to me, it's anybody can say that they're spiritual. It's not just something you get into or you join or whatever. It has to be within you. Because it's anybody can say, hey, my name is Keisha, I'm spiritual. Are you?
Right.
I mean, that are you? But to me, I never, go and tell people, oh, I'm spiritual. I mean, if they ask, I'll tell them, hey, I'm spiritual, whatever. But a lot of times people see it within you. Like I can see beautiful things within her. I can see a lot of beautiful gifts within you. You don't have to tell people, hey, I'm a witch. Or hey, I'm a protect.
If they don't ask, you ain't got to go volunteer and say it unless
a lot
you're
of
meeting
people can see, like I had this one lady, I was at Bath and Body Works last week, or no, the week before last, and she just came up to me. She was like, I don't know your religion status, but you have a beautiful soul. And it's just like people see that within you. You don't have to go and announce to the world that, hey, I'm a healer. I do this. And it's just people just come to me like out of nowhere. And
All
just
the
like
time.
all the time, you just come up and, hey, my husband cheated on me last week. You know, just hold up. That's just people start.
See, I don't have to
with
really
you.
deal with that really because I don't really go out in public a lot. And so it's more like when I'm at my store,
But even at your store, like, you
my
have
store and stuff,
people
they'll talk
coming
to
in
me and stuff like that.
Yeah, just
But,
coming in talking
you know.
to you. Because I had a lady that she referred me to do a reading. She was like, oh, I talked to Toni, and, for hours, and she helped me out. Like, it's just people are naturally, they gravitate towards you when you are a genuine, good-hearted person. And you don't have to tell the world, or even tell the world the gifts that you have, because people will truly see them within you.
Now, if I'm dating someone, I'm getting to know them, I'm gonna be honest, because not every man might be interested in dating a woman that's spiritual, So I want to be honest. That's just me. I ain't gonna hide it.
You're right.
No,
I'm
not gonna hide it, because you wasting all their time getting to know them, and then guess what? They be like, "Oh, you do that? I'm good." So I'd rather just get it out within that first week.
I
lie.
still struggle with that because
Why?
Because because a lot of times when you hear somebody saying that, hey, I'm spiritual, they just automatically assume that you do spells.
And not everybody don't do that. It's different paths to spirituality. You know what I'm saying?
There are, but I'm just like, a lot of times when you tell people you're spiritual, or even when you say you're a witch, if you come out, they be like, but if that person do back off, then I know, that person is not for me.
And that's
fine,
when
cool.
When you should tell them, do some research. Don't go by what you heard your grandparents, your parents say. Go do some research, because a lot of people they're lazy. They don't want to do research. They rather ask the other person versus going to do their research. But if you go do some research, trust me, you'll be amazed at the stuff that you'll find out.
Now we do have 2 guest audience over there. We see you guys. They're males. Can you guys shout it out? Are you guys afraid of spiritual women?
No, I'm not.
You're not afraid of spiritual women, so you would date a woman if she said she was a witch?
Yeah, I'm not.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's a beautiful thing. But
what about you, D?
Yeah, I'll date a woman that's
You better, because you're spiritual.
No, that's a beautiful thing. But like, if you go and say, for instance, somebody just walking by, just a regular person off the street, I mean, oh no. It's not a guarantee that he will say yes, he will. Because a lot of men, they don't want.
It's all about getting to know the person within that time frame. You communicate and conversing. You never know; it might change your whole perspective on that individual. You'll probably be like,
you'll learn a lot. To
witches
me,
are cool. I like them.
I was like, to me, you can learn a lot from somebody.
It's just certain gifts that we have that set us apart from other people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Whenever my husband's not feeling well, he'll be like, hey, I don't feel so good. Something is wrong right here, or my stomach hurts. And I'm like, so do you want me to heal you?
Right.
So before he was like, no, okay, get away from me. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. And now that I've actually done it to him, and then he feels the pain actually coming out of him, and he's like, oh my God, I felt that, and I feel so much better. So now he's like, I have a headache, my lower back hurts, like he
say you some trips from going to the doctor, the hospital, because you don't know how many times I done say some trips from going there.
I would think that a man wants a woman that can be a healer.
Okay.
Somebody that can manifest, things for them.
Yes.
I mean, as a man, I would think that's what type of
me
woman
too,
because
I know if I was a man and I'm dating a woman, I want somebody that can help me get a little extra money in my pocket, that can protect me, that can watch over me, help heal me,
pray
all
over
of
me,
that,
and all of that
part.
stuff.
You don't understand, because once we gone, and you might not get that same protection and healing and all of that from the next woman.
To me, it's just a bigger package. That's
yes,
all.
Ma'am.
It's just
you
a bigger package.
Might not know you. They won't. If you leave this, I tell my husband all the time, if you leave this relationship, you will never be as protected as you are right now.
That's all I'm trying to
say.
You will not.
Yeah.
Yes, he will be.
Because right now,
because we're protecting you.
I protect him the same way I protect myself.
Yes.
So if I protect myself that heavily, you're just as protected. So just keep that in mind.
But like I said,
if you leave, whatever happens, happens.
But there is a lot of men that are very fearful of a very powerful woman. Believe it. There is a lot of men.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of them that are
afraid
grateful
that you'll do
for
stuff to
exactly.
them, or they're afraid you'll find out if they cheat or do stuff to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because of the gifts you have.
I'm all like, what are you gonna go do?
Right.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna say a lot of them are grateful for a very powerful woman. Because like I said, what man would not want You know, if I were into women's like that, of course, I want a woman that can manifest money for me. A woman that can, you know,
Shoot. And if you
on
say
my
no, you
behalf,
lying.
astral travel, go before the council on my behalf. Like I said, that's a beautiful gift to have.
Yeah, it is.
That's a very beautiful and powerful gift to have. I would definitely want that, but there's men I heard that, you know, just don't want a spiritual, powerful woman.
And it's just probably a lot of times the way they're raised and,
And
the
then
things
it
that
could
they
be
have
the
heard in the
insecurities
past.
as well. It could be
Yeah,
their
that too. And insecurities.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Their
Yes.
insecurities,
Yeah,
but
a lot of men don't want a powerful woman. Like, I need to be more powerful. than
Yeah,
you.
they
Ego.
feel like it
Ego.
could be intimidating to them as well.
Intimidation, yes.
Right, because they could feel like, dang, you know, they won't feel so much as the man of the house and stuff because they'll feel like, dang, she got so much over me. But they don't realize it's just to help you. It's not to make you feel
because
intimidated.
we are helpmates. We're the helpmates.
Yeah.
We're here to help you.
It's a team.
Yes,
Whenever
exactly.
you're
We're a
with somebody
team.
that you love
Exactly.
so much, it's a
Yes.
team. It's no longer me and it's him or her. It's
Right.
us.
Yes.
It's us. We're
That
going. We're
part.
doing things together.
Right.
So what are some ways that y'all can enhance your gifts, Mona?
Just healing more. I know, like I said earlier, the more I notice that I heal and release a lot of trauma, it's like I'm presented with, you know, different glyphs, different clairsenses. I still have, you know, a lot of more healing to
Right.
do, but I'm very proud of myself that I'm constantly working on it every chance I
That's
get.
good.
So
What would you say is your strongest, like, gift that you have?
to be able to touch somebody and heal them, and
Yes.
for them to say, "Wow, I feel much better."
Mm-hmm. I'm
That's-
telling you.
yeah,
That
that's
feels so
powerful.
good when they do say they feel
So
better.
how do you touch the how do okay? So since you and I do the same thing, how do you do it?
I just place my hands. I don't really touch their body. I just place my hands above wherever area they're hurting or
Okay.
wherever they want to release the pain or release like the blockage.
The blockage.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Ma?
I put my hands on them.
Yeah, I heard that you put it.
Why? Because you have to be, and I'm not saying nothing, you know, everybody's comfortable with whatever, but in order to become better at your gift, in order for you to
You gotta
be
practice
able-
it more.
You have to practice it, and number one, let go of the fear that if I touch this person,
Their energy is going to transfer to you.
exactly. I'm very careful with who I touch, like hand five or whatever they want to do, because I don't know what they have.
You have to
on
protect your
them.
energy, and that will be our next episode.
I noticed that too. I noticed that, but I was
You got
just
to.
like, got you.
Because people be like, oh, let me get a hug, and I be like,
And I'm still learning that
Hug
part. I'm
you.
still learning that because I still physically
Yes.
want to touch people, but also I notice too at night because I'm a very touchy person. Like I'm a very touchy person,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but also at night I have to release that via bath or meditation because I am so touchy.
right.
But you are
You don't.
right.
You, can
have to be
disconnect
careful.
yourself.
Just
Just mentally,
verbally.
just say that.
Mhm. Just verbally speak or
And
mentally
then
in your mind.
Just say,
whatever.
Spirit, please disconnect me from everybody that I've come in contact with today.
Yes.
Any of their evil intentions, evil thoughts,
Yes.
anything they have upon themselves, release and cut all cords and sever them. And if you work, you know, with Archangel Michael or whoever you want to be
Yeah.
with, ask for their
Michael.
help, ancestor, whoever it is, please help get rid of all that.
Because
And
I
it
am touchy.
disconnects.
I sometimes I be touching people knowing I don't need to touch it because I
Right.
feel they aura before, but I'm still just so I don't know, but I gotta stop that. I really
Okay,
do.
so I'm going to talk
Especially
on
when we're
mine.
gifted. I'm not saying that everybody needs to stop touching everybody. No, it's just saying when you're like gifted, things become like demons, spirits,
so
entities,
transferable.
Right.
deities.
Yes.
They like your
Entities.
energy. They're like, cool, I'm gonna go ahead with
And they
chill
know
with
who got the
Mona
best
'cause I
energy
like
in the
her.
room, and
Yeah.
they will try to attach it. That's why a lot of times I keep my head wrapped and stuff a lot, or I'll keep my dreads that I have on under here covered. But another thing I was going to touch on, as far as me enhancing the gifts that I have, I've got to start working with it more so it can become like magnificent. And I'm not going to say I'm fully there because I know I'm not. I could be way more better than I am when it comes to me dealing with being able to read people energies and stuff more. If I start practicing my gifts and enhancing them, it'll get better and better. And that's another thing, like you gotta practice it. I know sometimes we be okay with where it's at, but just practicing and enhancing it, it'll get better and better.
Yeah, because you do have the gift to be a reader. And
Oh,
I've been telling you that from day one, and it's even though you running from it. And
I
you
am.
got
My
to stop.
ancestors done been telling
You
giving
gotta
people this
stop.
message,
It's
but
a-
I
the
just
fear.
Like I appreciate you
Fear.
referring the readers to me. Don't I'm very grateful for it, but at the same time, that's your calling as well.
I feel like magic's my calling and just probably reading their energy. And I'm gonna leave it at
And
that.
you can do it. You don't have to use the actual cards.
Yeah, I know
you
you
don't
don't.
have to use cards.
I
Like
know.
it's not a must.
Right.
That I
don't.
read a card, but like the cards be just confirmation for me. But yeah, that's.
I let the spirits just tell me things and give me
But
the
they've been
downloads
telling
and
you
stuff.
though. They've been telling you this for a while. You just running from
She
it.
just scared right now.
That's a lot of energy. Imagine me
It's a
doing the
lot of
spell works
energy.
and stuff I read, and I'd be like, God, I'd be so drained. I even decided to take a break the rest of this month, off of doing work because I'm so drained, so it's a lot.
But here's the thing with you, Toni. You got to learn to start telling people no. You
Mm-hmm.
haven't been telling people no.
No, I mean, I love to help people, and that's my problem.
And that's fine because I think we all love to help people, but at
Yeah.
the same time, when it comes to your mental, your
Yeah,
physical,
you got to put that first.
you got to put that first.
Yeah.
Because I went through the same thing. Like I said, God, the universe has a way of sitting you down. Like, me having to go through, the health issue that I went through last month.
Yeah, 'cause it will cause health issues and stuff, too.
exactly. So
Right.
I'm like, you don't want the universe to have to sit you down
Oh,
behind
they
your
set me
health.
down. They went through her and told her too. Let her know that she needs to stop doing work and
So you
listening.
you have to, like, even when people come to me, all money ain't good money. You know
Oh
what I'm
yes,
saying?
right.
So
I took some
it's
L's
just-
already.
yeah, you
but
have
I
to-
refer them to somebody else that I know is going to take great care of them, and
Exactly.
I reached out to them and let them know, hey, I'm taking a break right now. I need to put my mental health first.
You got to.
And I'm going to refer people to you, and I already know she's going to take care of them, so I don't have to sit here and tell her to take care. I know she will. So,
I was just like, that's why I have not, will I do that in the future? I mean, maybe not, but
Right.
I right now, I just, like I said, I manifest for myself, but I know when it, involving other people, they want to see stuff right away. Cause sometimes it doesn't happen right away.
It doesn't.
Sometimes
It's
it
not
take,
a microwave, popcorn,
a few
little
moon cycles for it to
situation where it's
kick
going to help.
in. And
Right.
I just, people get to reaching out, hey, this not working. This person haven't came back or whatever the situation may be. But no, you have to learn how to start saying no to people.
Right.
When it comes to, doing spells, we all want to help everybody. That's just like my whole overall goal is to change the world, for people to love more, to be that. But, at the same time, I got to
Right.
change myself. And with that, then I can start, helping to change the
Yep.
world.
I totally agree. And you know what? I enjoyed this episode, but we are getting to the end. So is there anything else you ladies would like to share before we wrap this up?
If you have any gifts at all, even if it's small, if you think it's like, oh, it's nothing, practice. And then one thing a lot of people don't do is open your third eye. I like
That third eye.
people open it up, because once you do, you will see the world completely
different.
different.
Completely different.
Yes,
you
you
will
will.
see, and let me just say this: when that third eye opens, you're gonna start seeing family for who they are,
That part.
friends for who they
That
are.
part.
The process, y'all, it's just not like, oh, I'm manifesting $1 million or a 6-figure income. It's gonna be so lonely.
I'm
It's-
telling you,
it's a lonely
your phone
journey,
ain't
but
gonna ring much, and it's gonna be very quiet.
But you'll be able to see people for who they are. You
Yeah.
know, not saying that, oh, cut them off, don't talk to them. No, you just gonna learn to set boundaries with people.
Yeah.
Or you
That
might
part.
have to cut them off.
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
have to cut them off.
If
Exactly.
they are very toxic and they're just bringing you
And-
down,
and-
exactly.
Yeah.
that shield is going to come
they're
down.
always
You're gonna
negative,
be able
you
to
got
see
to-
it.
You gonna see it
Bye.
though. That
Gotcha.
third eye just be pulsate like, oh.
Or those ancestors or your spirit team or spirit guys will come to you, or your deities, whoever it is you work with, and they'll tell you, hey, you have to cut that person off. Hey, don't
They
trust
don't
that
mean
person.
you
You better
no
listen
good.
to them.
You know, they don't mean
You'll
you
be
no
in my
good.
situation. I'd listening to them.
Yeah, it's better to listen to have to. But I was that person that I actually had to experience it. Not one time, not 2 times, multiple times.
Yeah.
But I got it.
Okay.
Open your third
Nevertheless.
eye and continue
Yes.
to practice.
Yes.
Continue to do whatever you need to do. Do your
And don't let
research.
people talk you out of it.
Yep.
Don't, because
Yes.
whatever gifts you are presented with, those are your gifts. Don't, let people tell you, oh, it's
Oh, no,
the
you don't have this,
devil,
you don't-
or,
Right.
yeah, don't let people be negative about it. It's your
Right.
gifts. You never know where your gifts will take you.
That's so true. All right. Well, like always, make sure y'all drop y'all feedback. If you have any questions, you can drop it below. Like, share, and subscribe. Until the next episode. Bye.